Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? This is your boy Big Daddy Slash coming back at you with a brand new video, and I got a little bit more information today, touching base a little bit on Angry Grandpa, so we're going to get right into that.
Outside this world.
Alright guys, so today what I want to touch base on is a few things. You guys seen yesterday in the video where I put the Facebook post that Charlie Chill had put out. Today Michael put out a video going into a lot more detail. We can all see that Michael is filming ahead of time. Obviously he's got a lot going on right now, and apparently he's got some of his own health issues going on as well. So it looks like he's filming ahead of time, so there's not a lot more information right now on Angry Grandpa and his situation right now that I can tell you guys. But what I do want to touch base is on some of the stuff that was going on with Charlie Chill. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the clip real fast, and then after that I'm going to give you guys a little more info.
You were accused. Me and your sister cried together last night, not just about your father, but about what you did to her. What she says you did to her is so vile that I can't repeat it. But what you did to your sister, and then you went on Drama Alert and you were like, yeah man, she was asking for it. No, she wasn't, bro. She was 9 years old.
That's a mental problem.
That's a mental problem. You're disgusting. Don't blame other people for what you did. You're the one the allegation was made against. Nice try. Number two, he's going to say that Bridget was underage when we started dating. And I told you guys myself, Bridget was 16 years old, I was 21 years old, and we started dating. You were absolutely right. Bridget was 16 years old, and I didn't know it. He's going to say I did know it. Whatever. Where's your proof? I had no clue that Bridget was the age. She said she's a liar, okay?
Yeah. No, I lied about it because I wanted to date you.
However, I don't care if she was 15. We're going on 10 years together. I'm eventually going to marry her. My father cried in my hands and said he loves that I have Bridget. And you know what? So am I. So if the relationship got started when she was 15, so be it.
It was 16.
She's the love of my life. I'm going to marry her one day, and you have nobody. Allegation number 3, that we have paid homeless people. Okay, he said we paid homeless people to fight each other on the streets. Okay,
what?
You saw that on the internet in 2001. It was called bum fights. Okay, nice try. Number 4, that I had a relationship with Bella. I think that he forgot he accused Bridget of having a relationship with Clyde.
What?
Yes, he thinks we were both having a concubine situation with our animals.
That's disgusting, okay. Michael.
There's so many
baseless.
He said it. There's so many baseless allegations that I'm just going to go to the last one, and the one that makes me the angriest. He said that I shoved my father in a trailer and bought myself a mansion. And I've seen other people say that too, which is why I wanted to save that for last. One thing we've never talked about on YouTube
is money.
And there's a very good reason for it. Number 1, Dad doesn't want people to know he makes money. Okay? Dad is an old type, fashion type of guy where he thinks if people smell money, they're going to come looking for it. And he doesn't want no one to know that he makes any. He is definitely right.
He's right about that.
He thinks people are going to be like, oh man, can I have a little bit of money? And in my brother's case, he's probably right.
Yeah.
So he didn't want anybody to know money that he was making, money that was coming in or going out. Guys, I'm here to let you know. Once a month, YouTube pays out. And every month, I take half of that money. At first I put up a little bit for taxes because you got to pay taxes on YouTube. Then I take half of it and I put it in a savings account. And then I take half and I give it to Dad.
Every month.
Every month. And that's because of you guys. Through you guys. My dad, if something happens, and I don't want to think about that, the last years of his life he didn't have to spend in poverty because of you guys. For watching the videos and the vlogs, and that I can't thank you enough for. He didn't spend it in poverty, and I was so happy about that. So I took my half, I give him half, I take my half, and I save up $125,000. And I take it, and I bought him a house with my part of the money. I took my part of the money, and I bought him his dream car. I pay his bills. I buy his food so he doesn't have to worry about anything, and he hasn't for the last 4 years. He hasn't had to worry about a bill. He hasn't had to worry about food. He hasn't had to worry about paying the rent because he owns his house and he owns his vehicles because I bought it for him. And you've done nothing except be a thorn in his side and make accusations about him and make him fear that that money that he gets that keeps him protected is going to disappear. He's like, oh God, you can say anything on the internet and get away with it. He's going to cause my livelihood to end. And I'm so upset that last year of his life, he had to fear that.
Me too.
And I said, Dad, I got savings. I got money put away. He can't take nothing from you. You are set for the rest of your life. And he absolutely is. So I took my half and I bought him a house. Then I took what I saved for me and I put it down on this house. Am I not allowed to buy myself something?
This house isn't paid off.
I'm going to be paying for this house for the rest of my life. If Dad didn't want that house, he made as much money as I did. He had just the same opportunity to move, but he did it because he loved that house. We cried and held each other because he loved that house so much, because it meant so much to him, because it meant he never had to pay rent again. Guess what? He held me and cried recently too. You want to know why? He was upset. He wasn't upset that he's in the hospital and he's sick. He accepts that. He knows that. He understands that. He was upset that his name has to die out with you. He looked at me and he said, I wish I named you after me instead of him. And Dad, I wish that too, because I would have carried on your legacy. I would have carried on that name. So there's your allegations. Your father is a molester. Find the proof. Bridget was 14, 13, however you want to say. Find the proof.
I was probably 10 or something.
It doesn't matter what he says. I have a relationship with my dog. Prove it. We film homeless people fight. Prove it. I sunk my dad in a trailer while I lived the good life. I bought my father a house that he loved, and you've done nothing for nobody. This is the last time I talk about you. I'm done with it. This is it. Say whatever you want. Whatever allegation you can come up with next, you got to work a little harder than what you've been saying now. Go get in your tent. Go set it up behind Waffle House or wherever it is you can find scraps to eat on because you can't afford your own meals. Set up the tent, get out your notebook, and start plotting what you're going to do. Because those allegations ain't going to work, and the next ones I ain't even going to respond to. You're not worth the time. You guys wanted a little bit of drama? I responded to his allegations. I slammed him in his own face, and I'm sick of talking about him. You got beef? You know where I live, boy.
Hey guys, so there you have the video. Michael lost his temper pretty good, as obviously you could tell in the video. But that's been coming for a long time. There's a lot more information going on Charlie Chill. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I'm going to make a different video about that. But apparently there was almost an altercation between him and another guy. So you guys make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to do a whole video just on Charlie Chill. Because I don't want to get the angry that I usually get when I talk about him in the videos that I'm doing with Grandpa. So as usual, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Sorry it took me so long to get this one up. But the weather outside, you guys can probably hear it. It's pretty rough out there, so the power's been off and on. So that's why I'm kind of late on getting the video out there. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to slap that follow button. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
I do this for my father, who I've only seen from time to time in my dreams. I do this for you. I do this for my mother, who's finally clean. No.